How can you tell when someone is listening to you? There are many verbal and nonverbal cues that assure me that the person that I'm talking to is genuinely listening to me. A person may show interest by questioning me. For example, if I'm telling a story about something that happened to me, they may ask questions like, "What time did that happen?" or "How did that make you feel?" Another verbal cue that shows attentiveness is prompting, like, "Oh, really?" or "Uh-huh," or even just nodding and holding eye contact throughout the conversation. How does it make you feel when someone is not listening to you? When someone isn't listening to me, it shows me that what I have to say is not important to them, and perhaps even that I am not important to them. Wholeheartedly listening to my friends and family is one of the ways that I show that I love them, and when that is not returned, I feel as though I am not a high priority to them. When someone doesn't listen to me, it makes me reluctant to continue to start conversations with them later on. One time that I felt that I was not being listened to was in the recent past. I was talking to my mother about an important decision regarding switching from UCSB, where I go to college in California physically, um, to switching to online school at UH Manoa due to COVID and for other personal reasons. We were in the living room sitting next to each other on the couch, and I had spent a lot of time that day thinking about how I was going to phrase what I planned to say. But when I started talking, she didn't seem to pay much attention to me because she was on her phone. And I don't think she even really looked up at me, which made me feel a little bit hurt and a little annoyed by her reaction because that just showed that she didn't really care what I had to say, even though it was an important decision. Um, but later on, when I tried to talk to her, she was much more attentive. And I wouldn't say that I'll never try to talk to her about my important life decisions anymore. But I think that what I learned is that I would only tell her if it's extremely necessary.